What's going on, guys? It is game time. So, hopefully, you guys have been killing it and catching monster fish. But before we get all the way into this, I want to give everybody a little bit of time to get logged on and ready to go. So, be sure to give me a likes up if you're there. That way, I know that you're there. So, the big topic today that we'll actually be talking about is going to be nighttime fishing. Yes, that is exactly it. Because this time of year is extremely hot. I mean, pretty much the middle part of the day is a wash. So, nighttime fishing this time of year is humongous. So, you guys, anytime you want to, chime in, ask questions, uh, let me know about some topics that you want to talk about. But primarily, just starting off, it's going to be all about nighttime fishing. Uh, what baits, what type of lures you guys are using, what colors, what kind of crazy tactics that you guys do. So, what's going on, hook 'em in the mouth, man? That's the big homie. Let's see who else we got. What's up, Skylar? How are you doing? Nice to have you on here. So, for me, let's get straight into it, guys. Nighttime fishing can be crazy. It can be gnarly. It could be fun. It's an adrenaline rush. Everything at that point in time is amplified. So every fish feels like a potential giant. What's up, Van? I ain't forgot about you, man. I saw your message. We gotta plan something up, man. What's up, Jared, man? You lost one on the frog. It's that time of year, man. A double D. Oh man, you can't lose on double D's, man. But for me, man, that nighttime bite has always been fun, especially for you guys that fish lakes. Hit up those docks, man. They're crucial. They hold big fish. You know, those are some of the spots. I'm just trying to read some of these comments, guys. Uh, the flying jersey. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. I saw your comment, man. I gotta get back to you. What's going on, Kenny? It's always good to hear from you too. Let's see what you said. Best lure to use at night is the Whopper Plopper. Absolutely, that is one of the go-to, man. Kenny, what color are you actually using in that Whopper Plopper? I hear a lot of people use black at nighttime. Black is one of those key colors. I don't know for you guys if it's any particular color that you use, but black is usually what I'm throwing a whole lot as far as the nighttime. So, for me, far as nighttime fishing, I like to do top water. The bites are pretty epic. Sometimes some of those fish who don't bite during the day in high pressure areas actually come out and bite at nighttime. Um, they're a little bit more comfortable. The water is not so hot, so usually they're a whole lot more active. And far as the bank fishermen, many times in the summer, fish actually push back and go to that deeper water. So hook 'em in the mouth says a ribbit. Let's see, rabbit. Let's see. Kenny said any color. That's true. I mean, it's nighttime, man. What is your favorite lake or place to fish? What is your favorite lake or place to fish? Favorite place, man. Uh, Guys, that's a tough one, man. I got spots. I'm originally from South Georgia. I live in Athens now. Back home, it's actually one of those irrigation old school farm ponds. Caught my PB in it. It is a hard place to fish. You go there and catch one or two fish. Up here, it's gonna be Jefferson City Lake. It's a public area. Very hard to fish, man. It's very hard. But every now and then you get rewarded by a big fish. Catch up on some of these comments, guys. Let's see. Jared said at night when it comes down to noise and vibration, movement at night, in my opinion. Yes, movement is key at nighttime. Tyler Brooks, what's going on, man? You from Athens too? Good to have you in here, man. You local, man. We're gonna have to talk after this, man. All right, so trying to see some of these comments. Yeah, vibration is pretty much key, man. I hear a lot of people throw black baits at nighttime. I'm a black bait type of guy as far as the nighttime. Some spots I fish at, um, the Big Easy being key. I love fishing lily pads when I get home in South Georgia. Spots where there are lily pads, I actually can throw that Big Easy through there, man, and it doesn't get caught up in some of those grassy areas and also lily pads. Another thing I had success with recently was a popper. A popper, when you pop it, creates that big gushing sound, and I think it actually gets fish riled up and triggered. And from some of the things that I read, also too, some of those bigger bass are territorial. So when you put it in an area that they like to occupy at nighttime, they get really aggressive when it comes to it. So I feel like baits that make sounds are key when it comes to that nighttime bite. That's something I'm definitely gonna be throwing as top water. Like I said, for you guys who actually fish on lakes, target those docks with lights. Lights are key. Lights actually gets those bait fish in that area, and those big bastards come in and eat them up, man. Let's see, rolling nighttime weight bite is where it's at. Absolutely, man. I hear a lot of guys say the rat, for our swim baits, the spiral rat or any type of rat you use, uh, can cause some insane bites, almost scary bites, man. Kenny Mop poppers are awesome. Definitely, man. They create a lot of noise. Hook them in the mouth at a spook. Spooks are great baits too, as long as you get the walking style down and get used to walking a bait. Spooks are a great bait for that too. Now I got a question for you guys. How do you feel about headlamps? Some guys say when you're fishing at nighttime, turn them off. Some guys actually fish with them. What's your preference? For me personally, I like to get a gauge where I'm at, especially if I'm on the bank. Know where I'm stepping because the snakes are out, guys. It can be crazy. Sometimes you get in the moment and you just fishing, you got a big fish and you don't think about snakes, but they're definitely there. I use my headlight to get bearings in my area, then I turn it off. So I'm fishing mostly at nighttime with any light. But you guys let me know, y'all, though. Hook 'em in the mouth says he likes the light. I mean, it does help. One thing, just to tell you guys, if you don't fish much during the nighttime, this is a forewarning. When you use a light on your head, man, it attracts bugs. So you will have bugs in your face all night, man. So just be ready for that. I like to see where I'm stepping, but settle into one spot and turn off the light. I got you. Same here, Jared. Uh, Robin said, "You want a shad glad or a trout, Eric?" Uh, Let me see, man. I actually probably a trout bait, man. I actually don't have too many trout baits. Tyler Brooks said, "Maybe something on the ground would be better." That is true. Let's see, Kenny Mock. I only turn mine on when I catch a fish, but I fish out of a boat. Hey, salute to you, bro. If I had a boat, I'd be fishing out of one too, man. Um, but yeah, man, I limit the light. It may just be one of those things with me. I don't. It may be a head thing. I don't know. Let's see. The flying jersey said, "I'd be up through Athens sometimes." Yeah, holler at me, man. I work a lot, but give me a holler. What's up, Shauna? What part of Georgia are you in? I'm in Woodstock. All right, so I'm near Athens, Georgia. That's where I actually fish at most of the time. The Athens area. I bounce around from Covington to Conyers to Commerce. So whenever I'm off, I'm running around. I'm ripping and running, trying to find these bass. And I'm gonna try to mix things up a little bit, guys. Soon, I just got a catfish rod, so I'm gonna be using that some. I want to catch a carp, some trout this summer. May potentially be going saltwater fishing soon. Everybody says saltwater fishing is where it's at, and I gotta get that started too. Flying Jersey. Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta work to pay for this habit and addiction of buying fishing stuff. Fishing stuff is always so expensive, man. So let's see. You fished the Chattahoochee? I haven't yet. I haven't yet. I want to. I haven't done as much river fishing as I wanted to this year. I fished a couple spots last year, but I plan on doing a lot more. Tyler Brooks, trying to get a boat ASAP to hit up Lake Lanier. Man, Lake Lanier has those massive stripers, so that would be pretty cool to check that spot out, man. My buddy actually caught what did he catch up at Lake Lanier? Man, fish. I lost it, guys. But my buddy Jared fishes Lake Lanier all the time. Um, so he should have some insight on actually fishing up there a good bit. Let's see. Tell me about it. I'm a 12-year-old boy fishing out of. Ah, hey, you 12, so man, that's a good start though, man. You starting earlier than me, so I mean, time on the water is everything. So just keep fishing, stay at it. Fish when you can. You got a head start on most people. So by the time you like 15, 16, man, you'll probably know more than most people. So stay at it. Um, yeah, tell me about it. I got a boat build going on too. Nice, man. Everybody's on the boat. Jared says we're going to the Flint for Shirley's, right? and it was a walleye. That's what it was, Jared. Thank you, man. I lost it for a minute. That's exactly what it was. My PB is 10.1. That is a massive, man. I haven't caught a double D yet. A double digit bass is definitely on your boy list. That's what I'm going out for every time. So, and that's why I'm throwing these big swim baits. They have a crazy amount of draw power. You get to see exactly where the fish at. Now, sometimes you don't get fish that hit on swim baits, but you can find them and go on with a smaller profile bait behind it and catch those fish. Tyler says, "Do you ever fish at Sandy Creek Park?" Yes, I have. I used to fish there all the time. I wish I had a boat or a kayak. It's some really cool spots on Sandy Creek. I used to walk all up and around throughout the woods, man. Go through all kinds of stuff. I swear I walked around most of the whole lake one time, man. Um, but there, for the most part, I caught a lot of pinfish. I caught catfish there, and I think the biggest bass I caught in the creek was probably around a 3.5 or 4 pound bass. But that was about 3.5 years ago. Let's see, hook 'em in the mouth. Need that double D, absolutely. I'm chasing a big girl, man. Kenny said, I've been night fishing. Oh, let me get a question. I've been night fishing 32 years. Second favorite lure is a single blade spinnerbait, 5 Indiana blade color blight. Thanks, man. I haven't tried the spinnerbait at nighttime, but that makes absolute sense because those big blades moving out of that water would be great for nighttime fishing. Let's see. Caught it on a chatterbait. Chatterbait is my bait. I love the white chatterbait. I love putting the Tech trailer on it, or either like a Gamma little easy trailer. Those chatterbaits work great, especially for muddy water, and I fish a lot of muddy water. Oh, and Atunya. Now, let me ask, Atunya, is that actually a trout fed lake? I know it's up in the mountains. I hear a lot of big fish get caught there too, so I gotta check it out. I actually was supposed to go on a trip recently up to Lake Burton to chase some of those trout fed bass. Things get massive up there. So, and one question for you guys. I know down here it's starting to warm up. So, what type of baits are you guys going to be keying in on as far as the summer? I know for me, I'm probably going to start slowing down things a little bit. I'm going to be looking for shade and probably throwing some of those longer worms. Bass tend to slow down in the summer, they get lethargic. Let's see what Roland said. Roland says, Fox Lake cart, man, I would be down. Yeah, man, I gotta get on some of those carts, man. That would definitely be pretty interesting. Tyler Brooks, I would love to go there. I tune you off of I-75. I'm thinking that's what he's saying, guys. Oh, what's up, Thomas? Can you give me a shout out, please? Absolutely, man. We'd rather have you in here, Thomas. Near Chattanooga. Yes, that's I tune you. Yeah, I hear it has a lot of big fish, man. So definitely a spot that I aim to check out. I do have the HUDs. Those are trap type baits. Jared says, I gotta show you how to frog. And those big worms and power shots will be key. Absolutely, man. Big worms catch fish. Your guys are probably surprised, man. I actually caught like a 2 pound bass on a 12-inch jelly worm. So don't be afraid to throw those big baits. They still get bit. Hook them in the mouth. You're going to get a rock star time. Let's see, worms like a mug in the summer. Absolutely, man. I would definitely be throwing the worm in the summer, man. It's hard to beat, especially if you find the shade. Thomas, no doubt, man. Thanks for watching, man. I do not mind shout you out on the live screen. All right. So yeah, worms are definitely gonna be key, I believe. All right. Let's see. Caught a 21-pound striper with a duck. That's bananas, man. Yeah, I gotta get on the striper. I haven't done that yet, and that's on the bucket list, man. So many fish to catch in so little of time. So I'm definitely gonna be fishing pretty hard over these hopefully next couple of months, man. It's gonna be early morning fishing and nighttime fishing primarily. I'm trying to figure out filming as far as the nighttime. Um, Probably gonna be using my headlamp when I catch a fish, which gets kind of crazy because you're trying to fight a fish and turn on the head like that's a this craziness, in a nutshell. And then actually once I land the fish, using a flashlight or the light on the phone to actually document it and show you guys that catch because some of the best fishing during the summer is through the nighttime. Like I said, the water is cooler, fish don't feel pressured as much. Many people are not out there, so nighttime fishing is key. And also in Georgia, a lot of the public fishing areas now have changed the rules that you can pretty much night fish at all of them, which is pretty neat. I know the one back in my hometown in Evans County, you can fish all night, and at this one, the Charlie Elliott, and they had the sign posted saying you can fish at nighttime too. So that's probably gonna be a jam. Let's see, hook 'em in the mouth. Our wife is wanting me, bro. I will get back at you. Take care. Hey man, thanks for being on here, and congrats for hitting 5K. Hook 'em in the mouth, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Go dog, absolutely, man. Red and black. Kenny, woohoo. That's a huge striper. It is, man. Let's see, Thomas Bryan, do you bass fish in Arkansas at all? If not, you should. I haven't yet. I haven't checked out that area. Um, I'm down to do some traveling, so I just need some gas and time off from work, and your boy will be moving. So, do you guys have any baits that you want to actually look forward to buying pretty soon? I know I'm always looking for new baits to buy and exciting things as far as coming out in the fishing industry. All right, Jared says we gotta link up and fish the spot at nighttime soon, man. Jared, man, you trying to get me in trouble, man. I gotta watch you, man. That would be a good time though, and I know out there, man, it is super pressured. So at nighttime, I'm sure the big girls are out, especially with it being hot on the day. I know down here, guys, it's getting hot so fast that those big fish are actually moving deeper really quick in the day. I mean, around 11 o'clock, we're probably in the 80s, which is ridiculous. So that limits fishing time to like first light up to 11 o'clock. And at that point in time, it's just super hot. And then usually around like 6 o'clock, you actually get out there and hit it pretty hard, throughout the night, as far as fishing goes. So we're gonna try to get on them. Gotta stay on those bass, man. Those green fish get definitely hard to catch this time of year. Um, but I will be like doing a lot of top water fishing early in the morning. Jared, it was burning up at Charlie Elliott. Yeah, guys, in that last video, it got so hot. Y'all guys actually only saw us fish like 2 spots. We actually fished 3 spots in all, man, but it just got too hot to the point the fish wasn't even active. Let's see. Roland said, bro, the Yellow River has shoalies. We should walk it sometimes. Absolutely, man. The shoalies are actually pretty neat. They're not in all rivers in Georgia, only certain ones. Let's see. Sean said, comes up Z from a B. Absolutely, man. The Concept Z was really dope, man. Actually, I was in a shuffle trying to figure out which reel I wanted between the Concept Z and the Corrado K. I went to Corrado K. Recently, I have become a humongous Shimano fan, but the Concept Z is dope. My homeboy actually had one, so I actually got to try it out fairly quick. Kenny said my biggest bass came between 10 p.m. and 2:30 a.m. That makes sense. I mean, those big females can actually enjoy themselves. They're not pressured. It's cooler, so they can come up more shallow. So I'm gonna be on the hunt this year, guys. I gotta get that big fish. Yeah, Kenny, how big was it, man? Do you play Fortnite? I don't, man. I wish all my homeboys say Fortnite is pretty dope. I'm busy, man, trying to edit these videos and get them to you guys, fishing and working. So, man, it's craziness, but definitely needs time to relax, man. So, I haven't had a chance to try it out, but I will soon. Is it? No doubt, man. I bet it is. So Kenny, yeah, how big was your biggest one so far? I know this year, as far as myself, on that Florida trip, I actually caught like an 812. That's been the biggest fish I caught this year, and I think I had a monster that was even bigger than that get off. But that's just how it goes. From that point on, it's a fishing story. All right, let's see. The water has a couple of hours to calm down. That is true. That is true. Those big fish do actually get out and about. Um, so yeah, guys. Right now, as far as these summer's months, early in the morning, I'm gonna be probably throwing Whopper Plopper. I just got the 130 in the bone color. I had the loon color, but unfortunately, it's hanging out up in a tree somewhere. So that's not doing any good for me. So yeah, I'll be throwing the Whopper Plopper in the loon color. I have some buzz baits that my homeboy Kenny from Area 19 made me. So I'll be throwing those also. And I actually have the rat, which is a pretty massive bait. I'm gonna be using that bait. It's a weight bait, primarily probably around like lay downs and at nighttime. Because I say like that rat bat at nighttime out here is pretty epic. So that's gonna be one of the baits that I'm gonna be using for the most parts. Let's see how Thomas says. I like to throw a top water rat with a pink tail. I hear good things about that. I know the guy Mike Booker who makes the bull shad. He actually has his rats that also come with a pink tail. So I bet that is pretty helpful. And I bet that also helps the bass have a target as far as it being pink. That's a really bright color. Let's see. Jerry has a question. What's the next swim bait you're buying? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Freaking baits are so expensive. um, what I'm thinking, I actually found a guy on Instagram. I don't really know the name of his Instagram handle, but it's like ESBU something. But it's this weird looking duck, like popper swim bait. It's a handmade wooden swim bait. I like throwing the swim baits. Right now I have the glad baits and multi-jointed baits, but I want a top water bait that actually can work a good bit more and visually see the fish hitting. So that's gonna be the next bait for me. Um, if not that, I'm trying to think. It's probably gonna be like the Clash. I've been looking at the Clash. I use the Sports Shad by 316. All right, so let's see what we got going on. Kitty Mott says biggest year so far is a 5.8 pounds solid fish, no doubt, man. 12:30, just after noon, 8-inch American trash fish. Man, I hear amazing things about the American trash fish. I have a couple of homeboys who use those who try to keep them a secret. Don't be telling secrets, Kenny. Um, but I hear good things about them, man, and they're pretty much weedless. So I think I need to invest in some of those American trash fish. All right, let's see. Jacqueline, what brand of line do you use? Well, I got a couple different setups. For my spinning bait, for my spinning setup, I use the Trout Smooth. For the swim bait rod, I use a couple different ones that I mix. I use the P-Line CSX copolymer, which I love that one for my swim bait setup, and I use 25-pound test. On the spinning setup, I use 10-pound test with the Trout Smooth. And then on the bait casters, I usually use 14-pound Trout mono on my bait casters. Let's see. All right. Jared said he wants to buy the Delts Bull Shooter and the MS Slammer. Two phenomenal baits. The Bull Shooter is that big bluegill profile, which I think will get hammered because, in the south part of the United States, we have a ton of bluegills. And the MS Slammer is a staple in most of the people swim baits. It's a staple for our swim baits. Thomas Bryan said, "Can you show us a pic of the swim bait?" Um, I don't have a pic of the swim bait. I'll make sure later on to put it in the comment box. The dude on Instagram who makes the baits. So I'll put it in this video and I'll put the link to his Instagram so you guys can see the bait I was talking about. That duck style bait. It's pretty weird, kind of freaky looking. So I actually have to put that up there for you. All right, Tyler says, have you tried the mystery tackle box? You know what, bro? For the longest, I've been thinking about getting one. I haven't tried one before. Have you? And if so, do you like it? All right, Kenny said you need to get one. They're cheap. All right. Which one you talking about, Kenny? Are you talking about the depths, man? If so, man, those things are freaking expensive, man. Dude, you should fish Durant Park in Woodstock, Georgia. I never heard of it. I have to check it out, man. Thanks for the heads up. Let's see. You should try to fish for crappie. You're absolutely right, because I love crappie. They taste phenomenal. So I don't keep bass, but crappie is a different story. Your boy hasn't caught a crappie in probably about a year and a half. So it's time to go crappie fishing. My buddy on here, Richard Jean, the fishing machine, I need to link up with him because that dude is an OG when it comes to fishing for like crappie and panfish and bass. So I need to link up with him. Jacqueline says, what's your swim bait setup? Okay, so for my swim bait setup, I have the iRod Genesis 2 and I have the large swimmer rod. So iRod Genesis 2, large swim. The reel is the Lew's Super Speed, the Lew's Speed Spool Super Duty. Now, if I had to change things as far as my reel, I would have got the wide spool. Now, I like the reel, But the wide spool allows you to put a little bit more spool because I'm using 25-pound line, which takes up a good bit of space on that spool. So the heavy duty wide spool little rod is real. It's pretty legit. I'm probably gonna replace it sooner or later for like the Trenix 300 by Shimano. That thing is A1. All right, let's see. Jared says the MOB Pro boxes are right, but the catch co baits are trash. Oh, okay. Yeah, the mystery pro box, the pro one, I definitely want to check out, man. I like how they got things done as far as the different types of baits that you can order now. All right, let's see. Mr. Henderson, what's up, man? Glad to have you on here. I caught a nice largemouth last night in New York on a Yum swim and dinger. Man, those swim dingers are great baits, man. Jared on here swears bound, and a lot of people catch good fish on the Yum dingers. All right. Tyler Brooks said, yes, ordered 4 boxes last month. I have the elite coming. Hey, man, let me know how it goes, man. And order a panfish. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read these questions. A panfish, catfish, and inshore box as gifts just to get my tackle collection up. The elite box is amazing. Man, thanks for the heads up. I'm going to check it out, man. I heard that elite box has some great stuff in it. And, you know, one thing I was trying to work on the channel was catching different species because I love chasing all kinds of fish. But catfish is on my list. So what I may start doing is maybe getting that mystery tackle box, catfish box, just to help me get my catfish game up. Because I know about bass fishing, but catfish fishing, I did it for fun back in the day, but I am clueless when it comes to it. Let's see. Robin says, check out the Piss Customs. That's my next bait, the carp glide. We'll do it, man. I will definitely check it out. Kenny says American trash fish, they're like 16 to 17 each. Very affordable for anybody to tackle warehouse. Thanks for the heads up, man. I'm definitely looking to them because they're weedless too, which is clutch. I fish a lot of places here that has grass, and you know a lot of baits don't come to that grass very well. Let's see. You got a secret honey hole for the crappie. I may have to holler at your boy. Let's see. Mr. Henderson says, Atypical, I want to see you fish a dragonfly lure. Man, you know what? Let me know what kind, and I'll check it out. I don't know if you guys have seen it in your area, but right now, man, those dragonflies get destroyed by bass. I actually see them on the ponds and lakes sometimes. Whenever they land, they get smashed. So if it's some really good dragonfly lures out there, I think that would be a phenomenal bait to have. Let's see. Who would make a good dragonfly lure? I'm guessing it must have to be custom. I've seen some ones on Amazon before. I don't know how good they are. A lot of the Japanese companies make pretty unique baits. The Japanese products are a lot more different than the products that we get in the USA. Let's see. Tyler says, I used to scent that came in the catfish box on a dude's box at Jefferson last week. He caught a huge cat off of it. Interesting, man. Thanks for the heads up on that. Let me make sure I read your question right. I used to scent that came in a catfish box on a dude's box at Jefferson Lake. Thanks for the heads up, Tyler. Let's see. Fish Charlie like once a month. It's pretty solid. It's a decent spot, man. Trying to figure out the fish. It is public because I like that sometimes too, man. You gotta mix it up, but once you get on it and find the right spot, you know you can get on some decent fish at Charlie Elliott. Let's see. What's going on, King? Nice to have you in here, man. All right, check out Catfish and Carp channel. Dude really knows his stuff. I've been peeping this channel trying to learn some techniques and skills as far as the carp and catfish. But you're absolutely right. That dude definitely knows his stuff when it comes to catfish and carp. Thomas says, do you fly fish? I want to, but not yet. I think it would be like super dope to catch like a tarpon fly fishing or trout. So that's definitely something that I want to learn. I think it'd be pretty cool. And a lot of guys too, I actually fly fish for carp too. Let's see. Yeah, there are like 20 lakes at Charlie Elliott. Like that's why that's one of my favorite spots. All right, let me catch up with guys. Let's see. That's Kenny talking. Let's see. Thomas Bryan. Yeah, that would be great. You know, I think it would be interesting too, man, to learn how to fly fish. It's definitely a skill set that I need to learn and just kind of mix things up. It's always good to keep learning different techniques, learning different styles of fishing and whatnot. I know next year I want to do like a huge trip. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It'd be nice. I want to actually go out to Texas and try to catch one of those giant uh, alligator gar. That's always been a bucket fish of mine. I think they're one of the cooler fish that I actually seen. So I would love to catch giant gar. Um, let's see, bowfin. Haven't caught one of those quite yet, and catch some huge catfish out in Texas. So I think a Texas trip would definitely be on my list, and maybe meet up with some of the guys. I think what is the guys called Skinny Boys Fishing. They fish out the kayaks. I think that'd be pretty dope too. Thomas says there are a gar in my river. Huh? Interesting, man. Where you at, man? Let's see. Watch John B. Absolutely, man. I seen John B get on the guards too, man. A lot of the YouTubers lately have been fishing for gar. I mean, it's an epic fish, can get up to like 7 feet long. I mean, that's ridiculous, man. And it has mouths. It's like an alligator. So definitely a cool fish. Let's see, Arkansas. Oh, Thomas, is it Arkansas or what is that? Arkansas. So, huh? Let's see. Jacqueline said, "When are you getting a yak and what brand?" All right, so right now I'm in the toss up. This is the problem. I love to fish standing up. So kayaks for me are fairly stable. I really been looking at the Orchard Skiff. I think that thing is pretty dope. I know it's a round boat. My buddy hooked him in the mouth. I actually uses a brand called the Round Boat, but the Orchard Skiff maybe that move for me, because I know I can fish standing up. Because I love fishing standing up. Standing up, even in a bass boat, I'm always standing up. And the big thing is too with me throwing big baits like swim baits. I hear hook sets and kayaks or swim baits are extremely difficult. So the Orchard Skiff is probably gonna be the boat that I lean towards because I can just roll that dude up in my truck. And some of the spots I fish in are in some weird spots, so I can pretty much roll that Orchard Skiff down to the lake or down a long ways to get it to the spot I need to fish and not have to worry about having a trailer. So I hope to get the Ultra Skiff this year, and then next year get a John boat. That way I can fish with multiple people. Let's see. Mr. Henderson says, take a vacation up north for northern pike and giant muskie. Man, that would be so dope, man. Those fish are super cool. And like I say, man, it's so many fish to catch in so little time. So that would be a really cool trip to catch muskie and pike and also a smallmouth. I never caught a smallmouth bass too. So let's keep going. All right. Thomas says use a spinner bait with a rope on it because the teeth get stuck in it. Uh, okay, got you. I just want to make sure I was saying it right. That's what I hear. How the teeth get stuck in the rope, and that's actually how you're able to catch those gar. That's like an old school trick, man. What's going on, Garrett, man? Good to have you in here, man. So let's see. Kenny said, I love my 14-foot aluminum bass tracker topper. I heard those are good boats, man. So that's definitely something I'm gonna look into also, man. But I do have to get some type of vessel so I actually can get on the water because this time of year, like those bass are deeper, and on the bank it is very hard. So, naturally I started this channel out as a bank channel, but I do want to mix in the boat aspect and the bank aspect. I'm always gonna be a bank fisherman, but it's really cool to be able to do both of them. I feel like different audience will enjoy both of them. Hakeem says, seen videos of you guys catching gar with a frayed piece of rope. Yeah, a lot of people do that, man. Like I said, like Thomas was saying, they teeth actually get stuck in the rope. Thomas says, what we have smallmouth and table rock and beaver lake. I'm only 13. Um, or I would take you out. Hey, thanks for the offer, man. I really appreciate it, man. But yeah, I hear smallmouth fight super hard though. Kitty mock fishing, 400 and $804. New, not too bad. Oh shit, that's not too bad at all, man. That is not bad at all. All right, let me see. Tyler says, I'm upset I missed the tracker bass. Here's 40th anniversary boat sale for 10K, including motor trailer and console. That was a pretty good deal, man, for an iconic boat. So I kind of agree with you too, man. That would have been a really cool boat to have. It's a classic boat. So yeah. So hopefully, guys, I have a vessel pretty soon. I actually get on the water, man. That thing's pretty interesting. and I think it will make for some good content. Um, it's a challenge sometimes bait fishing, but it helps me at a classic price. Let's see, catch a peacock bass. Absolutely, peacock bass are one of the fish that I absolutely want to catch. I know in South Florida, it's tons of peacocks right there and snakeheads. I made for a great video to catch some snakeheads and peacock bass. So eventually, man, that's gonna happen. That's absolutely gonna happen. I will definitely catch those. Let's see. Thomas says drop shot and Ned rig. Okay, most definitely. With Monster Mac, that would be dope, man. Do a collab with Monster Mac if we can make it happen, man. I'm pretty sure, man, that dude is a pretty busy dude, but hey, it's worth a shot. Tell him I want to fish with him, man. That I'm down to fish, and I would love to fish with Monster Mike. I bet it would be pretty interesting. He's a pretty funny dude, man. He's been doing it for a while, man. He actually put a lot of those dudes like John B and Scott Martin on those peacock bass back in the day. And this channel has truly exploded. So shouts out to Monster Mike. Appreciate it, Thomas. Let's see. Catch them all fishing. Exactly. That's another one. Those guys are down there in South Florida. Catch a good bit of fish, man. And Florida's a cool place. There's so many different species to catch. You can do saltwater and you can also do freshwater. So definitely have some options. But as far as those peacock bass, eventually, I mean, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I would love to get down to South America and catch peacock bass. I want to catch a wolffish. That is like my number one bucket fish is catch a wolffish. I'm big into like fish tanks. And I would love to catch one of those massive 40-pound wolffish. I mean, those are probably one of the most predatory fish, point blank. Absolutely tons of teeth. You don't want to put your hand in one of those fish's mouth. So yeah, peacock bass, wolffish, pariah, all really cool fish, monster catfish. So the Amazon is gonna be one of those epic trips that I eventually take one day. Oh, Kenny, absolutely, man. Mike is super funny. Uh, let's see. Jacqueline says, "What's your go-to for soft plastics? Worms, worms." That's how I started. I started out with the trick worm. That was Old Faithful, and I still fish trick worms to this day. If I feel like I can't get bit by anything, I'm throwing a trick worm. It's some classic colors: black, green pumpkin, June bug, watermelon. I will always have one of the colors in my bags at any point in time. Let's see. And my home here in 19 makes most of my trick worms for me. Let's see. Oh, Roland says, I want one of those wedge top waters too, man. You showed me. It looks really cool. Yeah, Roland, if you could, man, if you remember the name of it, could you drop it down here, man, in the comments? Because a couple guys are asking about those wedge baits too. They're pretty unique. All right. Let's see. Trying to catch up with some of these questions. Do you have a peacock bass? I don't have a fish tank right now, but I used to be big into fish tanks, and eventually, when I get my own spot, I'm gonna actually have a nice fish tank. Um, Things like the gupper catfish are really cool. Those things can eat like tons of fish. The wolffish, um, the spotted Florida bass. I mean, it's the spotted Florida gar are also really cool fish tank fish that I would love to have. Aquarium fish. Let's see. Do a musky lure for bass fishing challenge. That might be pretty interesting, man. You know I like throwing big baits, and I got a swim bait set up, so that might very well happen. Let's see. Jared says you need to expand and try to rage crawl, rage bug by Strike King. Yeah, you're right, Jared. I actually had messed around with the rage crawl. Rage makes some great baits, man. I absolutely agree with you. Have you heard of the deeper GPS for the fishing rod? Not for the fishing rod. I know the deeper stuff is really cool. Um, and it would be key in helping me like locate those fish off the bank, especially this time of year. All right, so let me catch up. How far are you from Charlie Elliott's? About an hour. It takes me about an hour to get to Charlie Elliott's. Thomas says, is there? Thomas says, is there some where you are? No, it's not, man. I mainly have bass here, bluegill, crappie, catfish. About an hour from me, up in Helen, Georgia, we have trout. So trout are really cool. I'm pretty new to that type of fishing though. Richard says, "What's good, man? It's good to have you on here. Thanks for joining in." Garrett says, "Strike King Ray series are the best action trails out of my opinion." Yeah, they are. They're great, man. Strike King makes some great products, especially like those red eye shies, man. They're hard to beat as far as this crankbase. Oh wow! So for you, it's 3 hours. That's definitely a trip. That is a long ride. Oh yeah, Garrett, we gotta get up to the mountains, man, and get out to some of those trout-fed bass, man. We gotta make it happen. I need to catch a monster on some of these swim baits. I need to get me some more HUDs too. All right, trying to catch up to some of these questions. The deeper reports to your cell phone for 200. That's not too bad, man. See, man, that's the problem with fishing. The more I learn, the more expensive it gets. I remember back in the day, man, I used to get mad and think like $10 was a ton for a lure. Man, and now I'm buying swim baits. It's almost $100, man. It's just freaking ridiculous, man. And the deeper units, whether it's a performance fishing shirt that keeps you cool, sunglasses. But I love it though, man. It's all part of it. You know, you gotta have good equipment sometimes. And don't get me wrong, guys. You don't have to have top of the line equipment to catch big fish. You can catch a humongous bass on a Zelco 33. Like my granddad did it back in the day. I think his PB was like 15 pounds with a Zelco 33. Um, but I do fish a lot, so I try to keep up with what's new and what's hot, and I like having good stuff because I run through equipment. And if you guys see the videos, I know I break stuff too, so I gotta take care of my equipment a little better. Let's see. Thomas says they have tried to. It's worth it. I absolutely believe so. Jared, man, you're right. It's gonna happen soon, man. It's gonna be some epic footage too. Let's see. Richard says, "Have you ever fished in North Carolina?" No, I haven't quite yet been in North Carolina. I've been there, but I just haven't fished there. Jared, Garrett's his buddy with my cousin Parker. We all need to link up. Yeah, we do, man. We need to make that happen. Let's see. All right, man. Thanks for chiming in. It was good to have you on the live stream, man. I'll catch you later. Thomas says, "Do you have your own clothes?" No, not yet. I'm gonna work on some hats pretty soon. I'm a hat guy. So I'm working. So hopefully I can get those hats to you guys pretty soon. I want to do something really cool to represent the community. Let's see. Thomas says I want to buy some. Yeah, I appreciate the support, man. So I'm gonna be working on it, and I'm gonna try to get it done. All right. Let's see. Garrett says my buddy did land a 35-pound striper on a Seco 33. Man, I bet that thing was burning the gears out, man. Had the hand line that dude in, man. That is crazy, man. That's what you need to have on camera and film, catching a 35-pound striper on a Zelco 33. That's insane. Kenny said, "Oh, what's up, Kenny? It's good to have you in the house, man." Mama said alligators are angry because they got all those teeth and no toothbrush. That's a classic line, man. And a great movie at that, too. What's going on, 210 Bassin? It's good to have you on here. Have you seen the Whopper Plopper Fat Boy 75? Not sure if it's out yet to the public, but looks good. I haven't, man. See, man, you opened my eyes to new stuff already, man. Dollar signs, man. But thanks for the heads up. I haven't seen it, man. You have to let me know where to check it out at. On Clark Hill Lake. Got you. That's a solid lake. A lot of my buddies fish Clark Hill also, too. Kenny, wire sleeves are extremely important and highly recommend them, and they are cheap. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. See, you already know how much of rods I break, man. So anything I can do to help protect them, especially if we spending all this money on them, is an investment that's worth me using. All right. Richard said, "What's your personal best for bass? What's your personal best for bass? Mine 6.3. Nice catch, man. Personal best for bass. The biggest fish I caught ever, I didn't have a scale, and that was about 3 years ago. I believe it was around 26 inches. It was in June. Actually, this time of year, I think it was like 93 degrees, and I caught it in an old irrigation pond. I believe that fish was between 9 and 10 pounds, no scale. But this year I caught an 812 on scale, which is the biggest bass I ever have caught on scale. I'm gonna break it though, man. I'm gonna break it soon. I hope so. I want to get in that Georgia top 50 list, and if it takes me 20 years, I'm gonna do it. So that means that I need to catch a 15-pound bass. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna be fishing hard. That's why I'm throwing these big baits now. trying to catch humongous fish. All jokes aside, the 15 pounder, if I do catch it, it's probably going to come off a trick worm, a Area 19 trick worm. Let's see. All right, let's try to read this comment. Did you catch it on a big worm? My man, you got it. I caught it on what was it? I caught it on a black zone trick worm on a 2-out hook. Let's see. Maybe you can post pics of that PB on your personal. Maybe you can post pics of that PB on your Facebook page. Likes to see it. I will. It's on there, Kenny, but I'll repost it. That way you can see it. But it was a big fish, man. It was a super long fish. The downside about that fish was it was super skinny, man. It was really long. It had the biggest mouth on a bass that I've personally seen for us with my eyes. This a massive head. It was ridiculous. My brother actually pulled up with two hands. I just didn't have a scale at that point. The big ones always come when you don't have a scale. But guess what? I got a great scale now. Let's see, Kenny. Hell yeah, my diamonds cost 270 for the rod. Woo, boy, that's expensive. Diamonds make great stuff from what I hear though. Did you get the champion series? Michael, if you don't break it this year, you can come back next January, February, and March. Hey man, we'll make it happen, Michael. Those are some good times out there fishing. And it's good to have you on here, man. Y'all guys be sure to check out Michael's channel. He has some epic top water blow ups. He's the guy that taught me how to use the Big Easy. Mr. Henderson, let me read your comment. Have you used the Kayak Fat Swim Impact swim bait? I haven't used the big one quite yet. I used the Fat Swing Impact as a trailer a lot of times. But I do want to try, what is it, the 6.8 and the 8-inch one? I hear those work really well on the owner flashy hooks. But I will get some sooner or later, man. I just gotta watch the funds, man. It gets super expensive. So I can't make the wifey too mad, man. And I got two girls, so I gotta take care of them. Or I'll be living inside of my tackle box. All right. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss any comments, guys. All right. Cool. I think we all caught up, guys. All right. But yeah, definitely some interesting things to get into. Um, Top water will be on the list this year, and I hope to bring you guys some good content as far as nighttime fishing, cause it's pretty crazy. Let's see. Richard Lovett says, "Have you ever used a LAS? What's the LAS, man? Sorry, man. I don't know what that is. Mr. Henderson, we gotta send you some lures. Hey, man, hook me up. I'm always happy with getting lures. Robin, let's see. Cutting your bait out as we speak. Appreciate it, my man. I'm giving you like a fist pump through the screen. I don't know if you can see it, but I appreciate it, man. Kenny Mock Fishing says, yes, Champion 807, like the one they use on Tactical Bassin. My man, those diving rods are really good, man. I actually was looking at one of those for a flipping and pitching setup, because I need another setup. But God, man, I don't need to spend any more money on fishing, man. I gotta buy something to get me on the water. I have enough of rides right now, but that diving champion series, I heard nothing but good things about. Let's see. Mystery Tackle Box is great. Copper Master buying new baits. You know what, Tyler? You're absolutely right, man. And I think, like you said, I'm gonna try out the catfish box. That way, I can just work on my skills and get some different baits, man, and I actually learn how to use that. Because we do have some great rivers like the Yellow River, who has a lot of catfish. And back home, I live in South Georgia. That's where I grew up at. Close to Statesboro, Georgia, we have the Altamar River. And that is one of the most well-known rivers in Georgia that's known for having humongous catfish, like 100-pound catfish. Let's see. All right, Thomas. You need to come to my pond. Let's see. I lost so many fives, and I got my PB that used to be a 9.3. Goodness gracious. My dad got it mounted on my room. Bro, nice catch. A 9.3 is a truly massive bass. Like, I don't think people understand how big that bass is until you hold it in your hands. That's a massive fish. Richard, I understand, man. Cast King bait casting reels, from what I hear, far as the price, are like phenomenal, man. Cast King and Piscifun. I haven't tried either one yet, but I hear great things about their reels, especially compared to their price point. All right. Kenny says he understands. Yeah, bro. 100-pound catfish. Now I think those are actually called like a trout line. I don't know what the rod and reel record is as far as the Ultima Haul, but it is known to have this humongous size catfish. A lot of 40 and 50-pound catfish get caught out of it. And the biggest fish I ever caught was, like I told you, like that 8, 12, or like that 9 to 10-pound bass. Um, so that's like 10 times what I caught before. So, and hopefully pretty soon I'll be able to get on some saltwater fishing. So that'll be pretty cool. Different element. All right. Dang. Sap Outdoors, what's up, man? It's good to hear from you, man. Hope all is well, man. And I know you know about catfish fishing. That's the man for that. Let's see. Thomas says, "What is your favorite rod length?" Mine's a 7.3. Tough question. Either a 7 or a 7.3, my man. Those two are like great sizes for me. I think the 7 is probably the most versatile one. I mean, you can use it on a spinning setup. Uh, with the 7, it's a mix. You get decent casting distance, and you can be fairly accurate with a 7 foot. But 7.3 is phenomenal for getting those long distance casts. All right, let's see. I know, right, Kenny? That is a massive fish. Congrats. A 9.3 is solid, man. So we're gonna be fishing hard to try to get that double D this year, man. But Thomas, it's hard to beat one that big. That's a truly epic fish. So, so yeah, guys, that's gonna be the plans for this year, man. As we start to wrap things up, we've been on here for about an hour. Thanks for chiming in and thanks for listening, guys. It's been good to talk to y'all. That's why I like doing these. Oh, what's up, Levi? You sneaked in just in time, man. Do you like the Dobbins free rides? I never tried one yet, man. I heard good things. Eric, what's happening, man? Got Eric Cooper in the house, man. You supposed to be on vacation, bro. I hope you caught some fish at the beach, man. Too. You better bring me back some fish, man. Shake them up. So y'all be sure to check out Eric Group on Shake Them Bass Up on Facebook, man. He's a pretty funny cat, man. He'll definitely keep you entertained. All right, let's see. Let me go back to that question I saw. The Dauber Fury rods. Dope rods from what I hear. A lot of guys in the swim bait community recommend them as probably the best entry level rod for swim bait fishing. I mean, at that price point, it's phenomenal. My buddy Roland has the spiral light rod as far as swim bait fishing. One with the spiral gas, those are pretty neat. But the Dari Fury, from what I heard, is really good. Kenny Mock says, "I agree, 7.3, great size rod. It really is. It's phenomenal. Great for casting distance. This is great all around size for that stick. That's a good size rod. 7.3 is hard to beat, especially 7.3 medium heavy. If I had to tell you to get one rod as far as a bait caster, it would be a 7.3 medium heavy. It covers all kind of basics. You can worm fish, jig fish, top water. So 7.3 medium heavy, great rod. All right, let's see. Thomas, make another one live stream someday. Great minds think alike, Kenny. Oh yeah, man. I don't mind doing live streams. I love talking to you guys and getting to interact with everybody. It's a lot more personal, and you get back to me instantly. Rather than waiting. What's going on, Freedom Fighter Brandon? Let's see. What are you going to be throwing tonight, bro? What would a 7.7 medium heavy be good for? 7.7 medium heavy. You can do a number of things with that. You can do some flipping, some pitching. Um, let's see. Also, medium heavy is a decent size top water rod too. It really depends on like the action of it. Like, is it moderate or is it a fast action rod? Let's see. Oh, what's going on, Bassing with Gabe? Ever fished a mag bass mag drop? Not yet, man. I hear Oliver Norgie always talking about them. They look like phenomenal baits, so I really got to check them out, man. Have you had much success with those? All right, let's see. Thomas Bryan said 7-7. So 7-7 fast action will be great for jigs, man, because you're gonna be able to like drag that hook deep into that bass jaw. You know they have some pretty hard jaws, so it would be phenomenal for that, man. So jigs, um, heavier style baits, so it'd be great for that, man. Let's see. Richard says, "Are you on the Fish Spring out?" I am, man. Look up Atypical. You should be able to find me pretty easy, man. Eric says, "Are you fishing tonight?" Probably not tonight, man. I gotta work in the morning. Long day, man. Like 12 hours. What's up, Raymond, man? It's good to have you in here, bro. Raymond, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I gotta know, are you busy Saturday? We'll talk, man. Let's see, Jared, that rod would make a good heavy jig rod as well. That's what I said. Like that 7-7 medium heavy would be a phenomenal jig rod on it. Let's see. It better be as good as it's expensive, bro. Fishing is expensive. It better be good as much as it costs. AOL. Hey, I know what you mean, man. Fishing is so freaking expensive, man. Let's see. What's going on, Nate Trout? It's good to have you in the house, man. Favorite popper, night, day. Favorite popper. Boy, that's a tough one, man. You hit me with a hard one. Favorite popper probably be the Mega Bass popper, and I love the black color, man. You know, some people really get into the color as far as the popper. To me, honestly, just being real, I really don't think it matters a ton because that bass is actually gonna be looking up. They're gonna be reacting to me, personal, just me, more off the action and the noise the popper makes, and they're gonna be looking up towards the sky. So I think it's more of a reaction sound, a reaction bite in the sound versus actually a color. But it's probably gonna be a mega bass popper. Let's see, football jigs. Football jigs are definitely nice. Um, Let me see. I use the archy head jigs more so. Like I said, I'm fishing from the shore. I feel like they get through grass and cover just a little bit better. So I'm an archy jig type guy. Let's see. Jared says the mag drafts were awesome. Caught multiple sixes at the City Lake on the color 6 inch. Yeah, from what I hear, those mag drop baits are awesome. So thanks for the heads up, man. I'm definitely gonna be looking to them more serious. Man, y'all got me, y'all got me spending about $1,000, man. So I can't keep talking to y'all, man. I'm gonna be broke. All right, let me catch up with these comments, guys. Let's see. Tyler says, I lose my football green pumpkin in a tree at Sandy Creek. Oh my God, I almost cried. Bro, I know how it feels, man. Like in the most recent video, I said I lost a S waiver, and a hood in the same day. I mean, it's like $50 worth of baits just in one day. I just went home, bro. It wasn't meant to be that day. That was the worst day ever. Let's see. All right. Freedom Fighter Brandon Harris says, "Where are you located at? I'm in the PNW looking to link up with some local anglers. I'm actually in Georgia. So I'm near Atlanta in the Athens area. Kenny Zorn's poppers, silver white, or black bellies for me. Yeah, I'm more so on that black side, Kenny, and silver and white. It's a phenomenal color too, man. You really can't go wrong with either one of those. And just so y'all know, Kenny is actually the guy who makes the Area 19 baits, Kenny's Orange. So shouts out to him. Basson McGay, yeah, the mad drop draws fish so well. And yeah, those big baits, man. It's just crazy the amount of draw power that they have, man. Just the caliber of fish they bring out. And even if they don't bite, sometimes you actually can follow up with a worm or a lipless crankbait because you actually were able to locate where that particular fish were at. Let's see, Thomas Bryan, I like it. Use Let me read that comment. I like it. Use it. Flip it. I like using it as a flipping jig. Absolutely, man. It's hard to go wrong with a raised crawl. I think Jared would agree with you on that one too, man. I do loves those. My buddy lost two jackhammers, and I almost crapped him. Jesus Christ, man. Those see, that's my problem with chatterbaits, man. I fish those pretty aggressively, and I throw them in some bad places. So I know I'm gonna lose them. I probably bought 20 chatterbaits last year, but I couldn't imagine using two $20 chatterbaits. Man, that would break my heart, man. Goodness gracious, man. Let's see. Kenny Brooks. Kenny, do you have any samples? You have to holler at Kenny about that, man. Maybe so. Let's see. Kenny, you get some love in the comments, man. Thomas, did you get the mag draft from MF. So I don't have a manager, so I think he's referring to somebody else. Richard, have you ever fished in Uvalde, Georgia? I caught 2 pound catfish there. I haven't. I heard of the area, but I just haven't fished there quite yet. Michael says I caught a 8 and my girl caught a 8 on the chatterbait this year. My man, I told you, Michael, those chatterbaits are serious. I just want to tell you too, man. I hooked up a Z-Man Project Z chatterbait with a little easy as a trailer. Pretty nasty combo, man, and it made for a massive chatterbait that you can chunk a mile. Bassin with Gay, what's your favorite reel and rod company? All right, cool. Rods, honestly, man, I fish with all kind of different rods, man. I don't have a certain favorite one yet. But Shimano all the way on the reels, I just became a real big Shimano fan, and I started to love them. But for rods, I kind of mix it up, man. It used to be Ducket. I still like them, but I probably won't buy any more of them. I think they're decent rods, but it's just different brands out there I love. So far though, just one rod that I like the most is probably my swim bait rod by iRod. The Genesis rod is super lightweight, man. And I love throwing it, man. Even for it to be a big rod, it's lightweight. But Shimano, far as the reel and rods, I really don't have a certain one. All right, let's see. Kenny the man. I need to put in order. Kenny is the man when it comes to those soft plastics, man. He's a beast on those, man. Ever lost one of your best jigs on the first cast? Not jigs. If you guys go back and watch the video of me fishing in the cotton field, I get rigged up, get the camera set up. First cast, Little's crankbait, $10 Little's crankbait, man. It was one of the two top Little's crankbaits. It went flying on the first cast. Worst feeling ever, man. All right, let's see. Michael Clifton said, "I blame you, man." Michael Clifton, well, I blame you, man, for the Gallon Big Easy, man. But hey, I appreciate it though. Uh, Roland, thanks for coming through Clutch, man. Guys, Roland found out the bait for me I was talking about earlier, that wedge style bait. It is EBISU Tyco on Instagram. I'm trying to get in contact with the guy to find out how much those baits cost, but they're pretty dope. He makes those super unique duck style baits. Bass with Gabe Thomas, I get mine from Bass Pro. They go out of stock fast though. I didn't know Bass Pro sold those. Thanks for the heads up, man. Got some insight now. Eric Cooper, man, I'm pushing the top 10 finish for the next BFL tournament on Neely Henry. My man. Hey, shake 'em up. Hey, kill him, Eric. Stay at it, man. Hopefully you beat them, man, and do your thing out there, man. Shouts out to you. All right. Let me catch up with some of these comments, guys. Raymond, I know you love the Lipless crankbait, man. It's hard to beat, man. It's a solid bait. Bassin with Gay, PB. I was saying earlier, the biggest fish I ever caught, I didn't have a scale. I believe it was between 9 and 10 pounds. Super long fish. Had a humongous mouth. I caught it in June, so it wasn't fat. So big fish, man. But this year I was with my buddy Michael Clifton, and I caught it 812. So that's the biggest fish I ever actually had on scale. All right, let's see. Sell Michael. Oh, he's talking about the mag drop, Michael. Let's see. Kenny Mott fishing. I lost 3 HUDs on the first cast. Jesus Christ, man. Kenny, that's expensive, bro. That makes for a rough day of fishing. Let's see. Eric, get a reschedule on our lake trip. You know what, man? We will. We'll make it happen too. So something came up with that day, man. I hate it, man. We had a really fun trip planned with Eric, the Bass Shaker. So hopefully pretty soon, guys, you'll see another video with me and Eric, the Bass Shaker. He's a funny cat, man. So he makes for a pretty entertaining time. Right. Let's see. Thomas says, Milliken Fishing, you need to go to his channel. He's been doing big swim bait bass fishing with Gabe. Oh, for real? I didn't know that, man. I knew he was doing swim bait fishing, so I gotta check it out, man. So Gabe, I'm gonna check you out too, man. Maybe I can get some tips for you, man, and learn how to catch some of these followers. Yeah. So yeah, guys. So it should be interesting. It should be some fun things planned. I was trying to get up. My buddy's dab for bass fishing and bass and coffee. So hopefully pretty soon that'll come up. We're gonna do some smallmouth fishing and also some trout fishing too. So that's in the works. And I'm also gonna try to meet up. Maybe it's to happen. We hook them in the mouth to do like a saltwater video as far as a collab. So should be pretty interesting. Levi, you should get a kayak. It's in the work, man. So either a kayak or I've been looking at the Ultra Skiff. One of the two, man. So I've been going back and forth. I know as far as collabs with other people, it would be a lot easier for me to do a kayak. But far as the Ultra Skiff is more stable, so I can do more swim bait fishing. All right. Let's see what Kenny says. Sorry guys, can't currently take orders. I'm in the next couple months. I'm going to give Eric a package for a giveaway. Hey, the man has spoken himself, man. So hopefully soon I'm gonna get up with him, guys, and we can do a giveaway. That'll be huge, man. He makes some really quality base, and he makes some of the most softest plastics I actually felt, and they're solid. They're durable. So Kenny is a mastermind when it comes to making soft plastics. That's my guy, man. Thanks for the support, Kenny. Thomas, a kayak. All right, what? It's called the Ultra Skiff. It's a round boat, man. It's pretty neat. Jared, throwing a jerk bait would have caught those schooling fish. I think that might have been clutch, man. A lot of people had some great answers too, man, on what we could have used. Jerk bait, a fluke. A fluke, I think, could have caught him too, man. Um, Next time we know, man. So, next time we'll be on it if we see him again. All right, Levi said, kayaks are fun and challenging to fish off of. You're right, man. I know, man. If you watch one of my old videos, I fell out of one. I took a swim, man. I went all the way underneath it in the water. So, uh, definitely have to figure it out, guys. But I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I mean, thanks for the conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been great to talk to you. I have some great new ideas on a couple things to buy. Like I said, y'all making me go broke by the minute. It's okay though. I thank you for all the support, and I look forward to making some dope videos for y'all. So, tight lines, man, and y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys in the next video.